Welcome to the first podcast for Guess What? Our new podcast we've got Ashton at the top there.
Yeah, fuck you all.
Oh, fuck's sake, right. Fuck you, Ashton. We've got Bailey.
Hi, my name is Bailey. I like.
Can someone mute Thomas? Someone mute him right now. There we go. He's deafened. Okay, then we've got Brandon.
Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, he swears a lot. We got Brayden.
Yeet.
We've got Seth.
Half expecting Brent to say the M word.
We have Tollus.
Why
Oh
not?
shit, I forgot. He's now muted.
Alright, Tollus, introduce yourself.
Tollus.
Tollus, introduce yourself.
We have...
Just nothing. That's alright, people.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Just
Jesus
keep it
Christ.
Keep it rolling.
Jesus
keep it
Christ.
rolling.
Okay, he's
Keep it
server
rolling.
muted now. He's server muted for now. Okay, and obviously we have me, Lewis, who should be hosting today's episode. Okay. Today we will be talking about the Area 51 meme, which has taken the world by storm.
Seth?
Where the fuck did all of this start, guys?
I think it actually started from a podcast. Someone said on
I
a
don't-
podcast, and then something happened.
No, I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
it was like one person just started a group. Yeah, someone started a Facebook group, and then like all the meme pages on Instagram just started sharing it.
One joke, and then everyone just
Yeah.
started like.
It
thinking
started
it
as
was
a
real.
joke, and then like the Instagram meme pages started posting it, and like
Yeah,
more
I
people
saw
joined,
that,
and
like,
they started
blow up
taking it
So-
more serious.
All over
Did
the
it
news.
start Instagram or did it start Reddit?
Y'all are a bunch of
Facebook.
I feel like
Instagram normies. It was
yeah,
on
that
Reddit
makes
before
sense.
Instagram.
It was
Was
on
it
Reddit before
actually?
Instagram.
Shit.
like every other meme.
Okay, then,
Okay,
yeah.
well, how did people find it? That's my question. Was it someone's friend
I,
that...
thi- I I think it was just like some dude posted it, and then like it appeared
Yeah.
on someone's
It
timeline.
was like some random account that I followed that I like saw. Oh yeah, Area 51 raid. I'm like, oh shit.
See?
Oh,
I
shit,
didn't
okay.
believe this at first, and then like I started hearing it a lot more, and I'm like, oh damn, okay then.
If anyone doesn't know, I don't know how you would know by now, but there's an event on Facebook called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us, and 1.7 million people are going at the moment.
No, no. 3 million
million.
people. It's
It's
been
3
it's
million.
doubled
No.
since.
It's actually 3 million going or interested. If you go down to the responses, it says going 1.7 million.
Oh,
shit, so-
Interested 1.3 million.
So you're telling me right now that there are 3 million people. You got 1.7 million that are actually going, and we've
Yes.
got around about 1.3 which are interested in going, which are most likely people that have just gone on there for a meme.
Yes.
Wait, can I just ask something, like to all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if you had the chance to like join this, would you actually like
Hell
go?
yeah.
Or...
Dude,
I
that.
also like.
Dude, the only way that I'd be able to do it would be like, I don't know if anyone would do this, but why don't we just take cars and go with cars, like everyone inside, like a giant ass bus, instead of everyone fucking running there with no defense.
Hey, boys,
that-
I've got
also-
you covered. I've got a nice white van we can all fit in. Yeah, we'll just drive that
Pretty
in.
sure they'll send out
Definitely
tanks.
don't want to get
Also-
any
also,
white van
guys,
that you
I don't
have.
know if anyone has realized, but
That's
they
Jimmy
have
shit.
decided to go between 3 and 6 a.m., the time where all the army men are asleep. So it's perfect.
Oh.
Wow,
I'm
that's
I'm
actually
pretty
kinda
sure
smart.
that only half of them will be asleep, the other half will be awake. So I mean,
Yeah.
Of course, because like they
Alright,
need
guys,
some
guys,
type of
let
guard
me
and all
state
that.
the plan. We have the plan of we will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center tourist attraction and coordinate our entry. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens.
now, fellas, if we look at the area plan right now for September 20th, 2019, the attack plan, right? As we can see, right, we've got at least maybe 9 categories of people that will be there. We've got the Kyles, which will have, you know, plus 10 berserk with the monster energy buff, right? We've got anti-vax kids. We've got people armed to the teeth with some form of weapon. It doesn't really specify. Some Naruto runners, which are the fastest of us all. Some Karens, which will hopefully speak to the manager. We've got some crackheads, who will most likely fall asleep on their way. We've got some rock throwers, which will do shit all. We've got some furries, which will be shot first, and we've got the rest of us, which will sneak in from behind. Now,
Yeah, it's perfect plan. It's easily gonna work.
So pretty much my feed, I think it was either. Actually, it doesn't matter if I say today and yesterday because no one will see this pod. But pretty much there was this video of this guy in Area 51, like that works there, and he was recording, doing like a 360.
Oh
shot.
shit, yeah, and it's a fucking. You guys have fucked us now. This is the.
like a meeting.
This is the
or something.
debrief.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
brief
yeah,
for the
that,
Area
yeah.
51
Being
raid.
debriefed about it, yeah.
Wait, what's
being told
this?
what they were gonna do.
I haven't seen this.
Have you not
It's just
seen
like
it?
this dude that works there, he's
Basically,
been
it's a
debriefing
snap-
on what
this-
they do
20th
when
of
they
September
all
comes.
attack.
Fellas, basically, it's this guy posted on a Snapchat story, right? He's in the military or something, and he went, "Oh, you've done it now, fellas," and this is the area, and he's like, "This is the Area 51 raid brief," and it's like there's like over 100 people in there, right? They're all dressed in camouflage, and they're just like sitting there, all looking at this piece of paper, and so obviously they know about it. And also, the military has said they will use force. Don't know if it's lethal or not, but they said they will shoot us.
They probably will
So,
shoot.
What I
another question.
Can I ask a question? How do you get access to working at Area 51?
oh, so
What
you
do
know,
you do in the military?
well, you know how you've got like different ranks in like the military and shit. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like you're able to just like once you get high enough rank, you apply to, or you get placed there on a tour or something.
Yeah, you
Like
probably
when there's
yeah.
no wars, what would happen is you'd go to Area 51 or research bases and you'd become security guards. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
most likely.
Or like
I
air
also
security
have a little
bases.
question.
Yeah.
What do you actually think is in Area 51? Like, do you actually think there's like aliens
Jack
or like
shit.
There's
Any
probably
people, like,
legit.
nah.
I feel like it's just a scientific research base. So what they're looking for is like they're trying to make the next Iron Man suit or some shit.
So now, well, I think it's that, but I also think they may have, because have you guys heard of the Roswell thing, where like apparently like a fucking spacecraft crashed down? That's like around the
Yeah,
area where they
I've
built
seen
Area
that.
51. I
Yeah.
reckon that the specimen from that or whatever they got from that is in Area 51, because then after that they like fucking put it in there and they like covered it up, calling it a weather balloon. But I also think they like experiment and shit in there. Like that's where all the really really experimental prototypes for all like the weapons and the like fucking new shit they do, because they obviously can't test it at like a regular army base, so they probably got to test in like the most secure base they have, which is Area 51.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
can I like talk about something little?
yeah.
We were discussing this today, of course, and like somebody said, like I asked, yeah, would you like think they'd tell us if there was anything in there? And he said yes, because like, what if something broke out and started like attacking the world? Like,
Well, I mean, have you
would you
fucking
honestly
seen?
think they would tell us or not?
They
The-
wouldn't
what-
tell
If they were
I feel
working
I
on
feel
something,
they'd
they wouldn't
put
tell
out,
us.
They put out one of the warnings. They'd like put out like one of the automatic warnings, like stay inside, like don't look at this thing, don't do any of that. They wouldn't say
Bird
what
box.
it was. They'd just like give you warnings for it.
They'd want to keep it secret so that they could keep
Yeah.
going.
Have you not seen
Because-
like all the movies, right? All the movies where there's like a breach of something, right? No one knows about it, and it's always to do with New York. So I don't know. I don't really know how this will work, but like you see it on movies and stuff. They don't tell you it's there, but as soon as it's let out, they go, "Shit, we fucked up," and then everyone knows about
Yeah.
it.
But I feel like it'll be like a really big secret. I feel like the first place it'll go would be if it is a something, it would go to the Vegas Strip, because that's like the closest place to it. But
Yeah.
and then I feel like it'd be easily contained there,
Well, I mean,
unless it can.
there are
fucking-
millions of people
reach
in
to
and
this-
out of Vegas each year. So, like, you have to think about there are millions of people there. So if anything escapes, and if it's just one thing, it should be able to be contained quite easily because they've been containing it all this time, But if it's
Yeah.
multiple things and they've been containing it separately in different rooms and they all join together and they're all part of like maybe the same species, then they
Then we're
can.
It could be something
Then
that
we're
inhabits things and like take over human
Yeah,
bodies.
like,
which
you
would
know,
make it even harder.
The Thing, the movie The Thing, right?
Yes, that's. such a
It
good
could
movie.
it could be no, it's a great movie. The prequel to it, it's alright, but it's just
Yeah.
quite crappy CGI. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the 50. Like if it was like that and it took over
We'd all
people,
be fucked.
we would basically
if
be
it wasn't
fucked.
that, we have like in the movie, like those are people that have known each other for a good amount of time, and they turned on each other almost immediately. If it escaped and it was something like that, I feel like people you've known for years, they in this day and age, they just wouldn't trust them at all.
Hey,
Well, I mean, due to us being in Australia, right? I feel like we'd probably be safe because what would happen as soon as the news of that goes
they shut
on,
down the
they'd
airports,
shut
they
down the
shut
airports
like,
and like the
water.
ships and shit, so they wouldn't be able to. But like we should be able to be self-sufficient with everything in Australia, but places like Mexico and
They're fucked.
Canada.
and like and no, Canada's more self-sufficient than you'd think.
Plus, they could just close off the border.
Yeah, they could just close
True.
off the border. But with
Why does this
Mexico,
all
right?
sound like it's just Stranger Things in real life. Like they're just hiding, like
Imagine
they're
it-
hiding a portal to the upside down, and they're like they
Well,
don't
I
want
mean,
anyone
have you
to
heard
know.
of
That's
the
season
Stranger Things
4.
in real life? Like what it's based off, the Montauk program. They're doing the same things they were doing in Stranger Things with like all the experimenting with like drugs and shit and like the
Like hiding the
isolation
well,
chambers.
not really hiding the base, but like if you like walked near that base, you'd get like attacked or all that.
I feel like they'd hide it more.
Probably is a scientific
Uh,
base or something.
Yeah.
No, it's just probably like where people like go to like are like well prepared in like war or whatnot, and I don't really like see what they could be hiding.
Yeah. Also, you guys hear that? Like, I think it was one of the presidents. He said, "If I'm elected, I will release all the secrets about Area 51." Yeah, and apparently, like he was elected, but said he couldn't share anything because of security reasons. So there's obviously like something in there, like something that they need to hide badly.
I mean, to be honest, it could just be like, it could just be like a giant military base, but inside it's got like state secrets or something.
Yeah, like what if
It
it
probably
just has
does.
like a lot of like weapon
It could
weaponry?
yeah, it could be
I feel
like the
like-
next nuclear bomb. It could, like the massive ass like
Chemical
fucking,
weapons and
yeah,
all
it could
that
be
shit.
chemical
Yeah,
What
weapons.
if they're like
Kim
just
Jong-un.
like planning to like stop like China or Japan from invading like America or something?
Well,
They
I mean,
could just be like having all that underground, so then they don't know about it.
Could be a it could be secret plan.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
like we
I
have
think-
no
In all
idea what is under
seriousness,
there.
I highly doubt it's aliens.
Yeah,
Like,
I highly.
alive
To be
aliens.
honest, I feel like the only thing, like aliens are most likely real. In the span of things, they are most likely real.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they'll never
fuck
come
yeah.
to Earth.
Most
When you think about
likely,
it-
they're gonna be humanoid, and they won't be like what you see in the movies with like alien and shit. Because
Yeah,
the
it's
way
gonna be like Captain Marvel, bro. They're gonna be like changing, shapeshifting and shit.
Could be. You
that's
never
the
know.
fucking krill. I
Universe
mean,
is
not,
a
yeah,
big
that's the
place.
krill.
Kree.
No, no. I'm
Krill
the.
look like
It's the
aliens.
scroll. It's the scroll.
Scroll.
The Kree are like the weird ass warrior type guys, which are the blue guys, right? And that's what Ronan is in Guardians of the Galaxy. The Skrull are the green guys, with shapeshift.
Yeah.
What I'm
Get your
thinking is-
facts.
They've already moved all the shit that's inside of the base to a different location.
I doubt it. They
People
probably
would've
just
seen
leave
it.
it there because they know we're not gonna get in.
Yeah, no, but if by fluke 3 million people wild,
Honestly, think about it. They
3
probably
million people
would.
there
They
were.
probably would move it because it's like fucking
Yeah.
would
honest-
you risk
yeah.
that shit?
It's just
They
adjusting.
would leave. They would leave the majority of this stuff, but they would move like the really,
important
really
shit.
bad stuff, like probably a chemical weapon. They would move that because
Well, I mean-
if, like some fucking how they do it, they would never leave that there.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, right? People that live in Nevada and shit, they should be able. They could see them move it, which is why I don't think they moved it.
Could
Well,
be
I
like
mean,
a. Could be
that-
it could be like a helicopter or some shit. It could be a small thing. Could just
Probably
moved it from
like,
fucking air.
underground. They probably. I wouldn't be surprised if the military uses underground fucking areas and shit.
Like they have like tunnels or some shit.
Maybe.
I have a feeling there's like maybe a tunnel from Area 51 to Vegas,
Probably.
and then they can
Tunnels all
move
over
it.
the world.
And then they can
Hunger
move
Games District 13.
it. District 13 type beat.
Yeet.
Like,
Okay.
any of you seen the movie Mars Attacks at all?
I
No.
wouldn't think so,
No.
probably.
It's a really good movie.
Fellas, what about Mars Meets Mums? You ever seen that?
Wait, what?
No,
Yes.
I've never seen it
That's-
though.
How
Such
have
a
you
good
not,
movie.
dude? It is really fucking funny. It's actually got really
I've
good
never
animation,
heard
to be
of it
honest.
until
Like,
now.
you've never. Okay, so basically the premise of it is this kid's all the mums, right, get taken from Earth. Okay, and this kid is beamed on board with his mum. He's then taken to Mars, and he goes on this giant mission to basically save the human race and get back all of the mums.
Still breathing.
Still breathing, yes. Not they're not dead. They haven't been probed or anything. They're still alive and they're still mums. Because what they needed for something, I can't remember. But
They need them to like nurture they put their minds into like their robots to nurture their kids or something like that.
oh shit, yeah, something like that. But then you've got this one human dude who like lives in an elevator or some shit, and he's like in all the security systems, and he helps the kid. By the end of the movie, all the mums are saved. Ta-da! It's a kid's animation, of course, everything's safe.
Yay.
It's a spoiler alert there.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen Mars Meet Mums since 2012, you're wrong. Okay.
I haven't.
Okay, back to Area 51, right? So, what sort of memes have you seen this through? Like, I take it everyone's seen it on Instagram, right?
Area 51, here I come.
I actually
Yeah.
know a YouTuber who's like planning a tour there.
Oh,
Yeah, mini lad.
fuck.
Overrated as fuck.
He's actually like going
Oh, fuck yeah.
going to Area 51 for his tour.
I mean, to be honest, that's actually pretty cool, but...
What do you think's actually gonna happen if like all these people turn up?
Well,
Oh,
I feel
well,
like...
It's gonna be gunned down.
I feel like the first person to go in would be the stupidest, or either it would be the bravest or the stupidest decision of his life, right? So I feel like what the military is going to be using would be rubber bullets.
Probably.
So
So
you'd
no,
ink
I doubt
or
it.
tear gas. They'd probably like because remember it was the Air Force that said like
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna stop
Have
you.
you seen? Have you?
Pro-van.
I saw a video the other day of these two dudes on motorbikes that got too close. They had camo dudes watching them from the hills next to
Saw
them,
that.
and
I
they
saw
were
that
pulled
video.
over, had guns put out on them, and were told to turn around and couldn't face them at all. So I doubt that like they wouldn't go to any lengths to try not to kill anyone.
Well, if they have 1.5 million people going,
They would just like chuck tear gas and like they would probably
Yes.
threaten, and if they got too close, they would shoot them most likely.
I mean, as soon as they're shot, right, the media will have a firestorm, and then they would have to reveal it. Like, there's
No, they
nothing.
wouldn't because it's a restricted area. So I'm pretty sure at least one of the signs says they have permission to shoot on site.
They have permission to shoot on site, but if they shoot thousands of people,
They still have permission to shoot on site, so it's still legal for them to.
So you're
doubt
telling
they'll
me-
get it, that when
so y-
nothing would I doubt anything bad will happen to them.
so you're telling me that if there was like maybe 2 million people that were inside Area 51, they would be able to blow it up, and then it would still be legal.
Yes.
Probably.
Think about
The
this.
It is the U.S. government. They control what is legal or not.
Well,
What if
that's
America
pretty
started
shit.
invading Korea? Korea would start attacking instantly.
When you
and
think about
vice
it,
versa, which means America wouldn't care really much.
when you think about it, 3 million people are going. They're not actually going. Like, who's going?
Nah.
Okay, so in America, yeah, you can pretty much drive there. It'll be like a 3-hour drive, a 1-hour drive, depending where you live in America. Like, would you really drive that far just to like show up and have the possibility of being injured?
Yes.
Most
Oh.
likely arrested.
There are a lot of retards out there.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at the moment there are
But-
50,000 Bailey. At the moment, there are 50,000 people booked to fly to Nevada. Okay, they're booked to fly into Vegas. So
Into
they're booked to
into
fly.
Vegas, no 51.
No, but Vegas
That's
is like.
true. Bailey has a point.
But there,
Because Vegas is still a really popular place. to
that
live.
is true. But there's been a 50,000 people surge since the memes come out. Usually they like said it. Usually there's around about like I don't know, maybe 60,000 people that go in September, right? But
I feel like
Okay,
it's people
okay.
going there. They'll show that like put on their social media and stuff that they're in Vegas, pretending like they go there when they're just on a family holiday.
yeah.
They just asked this year, could we go to Vegas this year?
Yeah, then from 60 grand, from 60,000 people, right? It's now gone up to 110,000.
Yeah, okay. Think of 50,000 people. There's about 7 billion people on the fucking earth. Right?
Mm.
60,000 is nothing to go to Vegas to have a family holiday or some shit. Thing is, if
Yeah.
60,000 is of people who be flying to Vegas.
Yeah.
Tons of people go to Vegas towards the end of the year because that's when like snow starts. I think. I don't know. I haven't been to America.
Yeah, you have.
I think.
Yeah, what are you
about to
talking
say.
about?
You've literally
Yeah,
been to America.
Yeah, but that's where it's meant to be snowing though. Like where it's meant to be snowing 24/7.
Yeet.
Ski.
Okay, anyway, right. So
I don't feel like people go to Vegas for like snow though. They probably they like to go there to gamble
Casinos.
casinos. Gamble casinos. That's it.
All the like I don't know NFL teams over.
I don't think NFL goes there.
I just realized, where's Tollers?
oh no, he left. He left because we.
Oh, he
muted,
left?
we muted him, so he just said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah, he just said fucking him out.
Guess. Yeah, fuck you. Go away.
Anyway, with the Storm Area 51 thing, right? So, how do you think like? I know we've just talked about it, right? But how do you think this is going to end? Do you think people are actually going to like
World War III.
show up?
I think the people who show up, which was like what, like fucking, I reckon 200 out of those, they're actually just gonna like bitch out. I reckon they're just gonna be arrested.
So I just found out who made that Facebook page, and his name's Matty Roberts.
Matty Roberts, you're a retard.
Yeah, you started a fucking.
Matty Roberts will most likely.
He could have started a war. You never.
So this is what it says, right? It says, so on June 27th, Matty Roberts, who lives in California, created a Facebook page as a joke, not realizing that millions would really behind his cry to see the aliens.
I wonder if he's going to Area 50.
I doubt it.
I feel
He
like
probably is.
So I read an article about it. 3 people started this like thing. So there's a meme account. There was that dude. And there's something else. I forgot what. So pretty much, I think that those 3 things are going to be taken down or whatever. And I feel like to like the 1,000 odd people that will actually show up at Area 51 on the 20th of September, and actually get shot, and then they'll all run away. Be like, oh fuck.
No, yeah, I feel
Realization
they'll
will hit
probably they'll fire off warning shots, and then the other people will just fucking
like
bolt.
the realization will.
Here's the thing, right? No.
And right here.
Like, here's the thing.
Fuck that.
Do you think we're gonna get some form of rednecks that'll head down with guns and shit so that they'll protect themselves?
They will, and those will be the ones that are shot.
I mean, it'll be pretty
Hey.
to be honest, if they bring like trucks and shit down, like they'll have cover being from where they are, and if they've got the right, the right form of weaponry, they should be fine.
They'll probably have snipers trained on the entrances on the day.
Yeah.
And if they're snipers in the U.S. military protecting Area 51, I don't think anyone's safe in their cars.
That's true.
Hey man, it's America. The black guy always gets shot first.
That's why the black guys probably aren't going at all.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I'm good.
They're going to the next race. Yeah.
Yeet.
All right. Now, there's a new storm insert weird ass place here conspiracy theory, right? So, at the moment, we've got Storm the Bermuda Triangle. It can't swallow us all.
That's a thing?
It is a thing.
No.
Yep.
I mean, the things that it can swallow us all.
So here's the thing, right? So no. So
it'll be easier.
Like,
It would be easier to swallow us all than Area 51.
yeah, but this would be a really amazing thing to see. Like, so many
Just
people
see
go
what,
to the
like,
Bermuda Triangle,
A million
like,
people just
and
eating
like
on a boat.
none of them disappear. I mean, all of them
Be able
disappear.
to come out though, because like you lose all navigation.
No, you basically just keep going straight. It won't send you in circles. You just keep going straight in a boat, and then you're fine.
No, I've heard most of the stories of people that got out, like they were in circles for hours and hours.
Why don't you just go straight? Like, you just keep.
Because most ships nowadays, like you can't go that far into the sea without having like an automated navigation system. Their navigation system just turns them into circles.
Like you'll end up turning.
All you do is hold on to the wheel. That's it. You just hold on to the
No,
wheel
but
and
it's
it won't
also-
go
It's
sideways.
also the giant storms that I've heard that are in there.
Yeah, because it's right next to Florida. It's over the equator. There's gonna be so many storms.
Yeah, and that's gonna turn you around.
Yo.
Shit ton.
Conspiracy 2 Area 51s. One of them is in the triangle, and it's like a submarine underneath base, like and like what's it called
Good luck getting there.
Atlantis, and
Shut the fuck up about it.
pretty much.
Could you? No, fellas. Do you think Atlantis is just like like one of those like steampunk cities?
I don't think Atlantis was real. People took a book too far.
Like when did the book? When was the book created?
But
Because then we can
again, there
deduce.
It was
There's
in
the
like the
Bible.
17. It was in like the 1800s. Or
So the
something like that.
1800s, right? So that is when the steampunk era was. So maybe during that time, someone had come across a technologically advanced civilization of Greeks. Okay, they had
Fucking Greeks.
they had
We
gone.
need to get Talos back in here now.
They
about
had,
the
no.
Greeks.
So they had gone further than we had as a civilization and decided to go underground and under the water to protect their city.
Talking
right?
about Rapture now.
Yeah, but it's basically Rapture. I feel like Atlantis is basically Rapture from BioShock.
Lewis, you're going a bit too far there, man.
Am I though? Think about it.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I don't think I am, but okay.
Taking a book too seriously, just like the Bible.
The
Whoa.
Bible isn't real.
I mean,
It never
to be
existed.
honest,
The Bible's a hoax.
the only thing that's the Bible is good for is values. That's it. If you think about it like that, right?
Life is Strange. Hey, respect. Shout out Life is Strange.
Shut up, Bailey. Bailey,
Shut up,
stop.
Bailey, yes,
Legit.
I agree.
Like with the Bible, right? I feel like most of the stories aren't true. There could be a few that are correct. Like I believe that
Jesus
probably
resurrected himself.
no. I feel
Yeah,
like it was.
that's true.
I feel like it was his brother. Like that. It was probably just a lookalike pretending to be Jesus, and then he killed himself
I
because he
don't
couldn't
even
deal with
think
it.
Jesus ever fucking existed.
There could have been a man like Jesus, but I don't
What's
believe that it was
that?
Jesus.
I
There's
believe.
a man called
I
Jesus.
kind
There is
of
a
believe
dinosaurs
that
in
there
the
was
Bible.
kind of a Jesus.
Yeah, like I believe there was some form of Jesus, but he was not like the Son of God, if you know what I mean. And basically, the Virgin Mary was had a husband, and she was just a hoe, and fucked this other dude, and then got pregnant, and was
Rosemary.
like, "Oh
Said,
shit,
"Oh,
what
no,
am I gonna do?
I'm a virgin. I can't have a baby.
Why am I having a baby? Oh, it must have been God."
It must have been this man that I just invented in my head.
No.
He
So
rules over everything.
Christianity, not Christian. Yeah, Christianity was around before. Was around prior to Jesus coming to, and
It's like that Dr. Phil thing. The girl
Oh
thought he was,
my
like, pregnant
God,
with Jesus.
yeah.
My baby's father
There
is
is
Jesus.
no what if. I am pregnant. And it's
And it's
Jesus.
Jesus.
I am pregnant. It's Jesus. I am the
Okay,
new
let's
Virgin
not
Mary, because I
celebrate.
ain't fucked nobody.
Great.
That's the
Mary
fucking
Virgin.
best Uniqua impression I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, I
Okay.
can taste blood now.
Oh god, fucking not Brayden this time. First it was Seth, now it's Brayden.
Now, okay, back to the Area 51 because we've gone a bit off topic. We've gone from literally Area 51 memes to Dr. Phil.
Atlantis and Bible. and
Yeah,
Dr. Phil.
basically, I'm probably just gonna call this fucking conspiracy theories. Like, come on.
So,
Oh, that's
we're,
interesting.
we're just going straight to conspiracy theories, not fucking Bigfoot, my dudes.
Oh, alright, Bigfoot.
One podcast,
Bigfoot.
someone should like read ghost stories.
No.
God.
No.
Save that
No,
for
no.
next episode.
We'll save that for next episode. We should do that Halloween. Okay, we'll do that Halloween. If we're still doing this by then.
Yes, that's a Halloween
Okay.
podcast.
Halloween special.
Okay, right. So if we think about it, Bigfoot, right? It's
Is it the
I-
big
I,
concoction?
I have
It's
believed
just a
that.
big
so
Wait,
many years.
no. Bad word.
oh shit! I forgot, dude. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to fucking just
Don't you dare.
mute that shit out.
Bad word.
Don't.
Bad word.
What are we gonna do with
But-
what?
You said the
Fucking
N-word.
What?
Didn't even say it once. He's
Actually,
twice.
guys, it's fine. It's fine, boys. He actually does have the pass. Not gonna...
He
I
has
I
the
have
pass.
and two
All
black
right.
men.
Okay.
I have the pass and two black men in my life.
What did you have to do for that?
Suck his
Be
dick.
friends with them. No, I did not suck Boy's dick, and I barely talked to Kevin. So, such two racially diverse names. We have Goy, a regular, like someone you know you think he's
Regular.
black, and then you've got Kevin.
Kevin, mate.
Hey,
Alright,
Brayden,
no, no,
how
no.
did you get your pass? Huh?
I
Did you
truly
suck
don't say
his
that
dick?
because I have a Asian friend
Maybe,
called
I don't
Kevin.
know.
All right, no, fellas. Thinking about Bigfoot, right? Do you think like properly that it could have been a thing?
I feel like there
I feel like it is. Think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
feel like
there's
it's
been
just some very
technically-
hairy
yeah.
man.
There,
I feel like
there's been
there was-
reported cases of like I don't think they're Bigfoots, they're Sasquatches.
Yeah,
because
Sasquatch.
They differ to like all
Sasquatches,
different
that's
states and
what they're called.
countries and stuff.
So what I feel like it is, right? So basically, it started around in the 70s, I believe. Like the Sasquatch first sighting was in the 70s,
I
right?
think it was actually the 60s.
Was it the
I think
60s?
I think it goes back a lot further than that.
Are you sure? Like the
Nah,
ones in the ones like
someone searched it up.
through.
Someone said
The
the Sasquatch-
photographs, yes, but they're like in finding Bigfoot, they talk about like fucking legends that go back to the fucking like, not even before the fucking.
Well,
around
anyway,
the Stone Age.
I feel like because everyone's looking for Sasquatches now, right? No
They've gone
one,
into
no one's,
hiding.
no. I feel like there was Bigfoot, right? That was the only Bigfoot that there was, and I feel like it's died recently, or it would have died in the last few years because it must have been fully grown when it was spotted in the 60s, right? It's now been over 50 years, so therefore it should like if fully
Well,
grown is
We
like
don't know their
5-6
lifespan.
years.
We don't know the lifespan. They could like
No,
live
wait.
thousands of years.
That's true.
Have you guys seen that footage of the guy killing Bigfoot?
No.
There's footage of it.
There's like footage. I don't know if it's real or not. I never researched it, but like he has photos and shit, and apparently killed Bigfoot, had it for barbecue or some shit.
Cooked Bigfoot meat.
Yeah, I know. Right?
What are we playing? Red Dead Redemption 2 now?
DNA test on the
Yeah.
animal quote.
Oh,
unquote,
rest in
air quotes.
peace,
You can't
after-
see my air quotes, but air quotes.
Whoa! Spoilers for the end of the game. Jesus.
Fuck.
I feel like we've gone on a bit like for the first episode. Should try and wrap it up soon.
All right, yeah, we'll try to
Yeah.
wrap it. I could probably wrap it up now. That's a good 40-minute
Yeah.
thing. All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. Shh. Let me finish it off. Let me finish it off. All right. Thank you for listening to our podcast, guys. Hopefully you'll tune in next time. This has been Guess What with the boys. Thank you
Later.
for listening.
Bye.
Bye.